Hello, everyone, and welcome to JD's review. And today I'll be reviewing episode, I believe, 6 of ReZero. Episode 6, season 4. Now you're probably wondering, will you review the other episodes? No, not the ones that are already out, because I don't feel like it. But I will be talking about the one that's currently out and all the others that come out, and then, I don't know, if I might do more stuff. Anyways, let's get on to the review, because that's what you're here for. I'm a novel reader, so I will try and include any content that I remember. It's been a very long time since I read the novel for this episode. I believe it was novel 22. So it's gonna be a bit. It was either novel 1 or 2. I don't remember. 21 or 22, not novel 1 or 2. Anyways. The cut content I remember, everyone knows it. It's the room was supposed to be white. It was not white. It became a, freaking, forest or some shit. And also, I feel like the Amelia fight went on longer in the anime than it did in the book. Though I'm not sure. I'd have to go back and read it, but I don't really want to. Just because I have, 5 other books I need to read. I need to read ReZero 28. I need to read, and tons of other books. So I'm just not doing that. What else is there? Animation. The animation looked amazing. The fighting was pretty good in my opinion. And I really liked it. I'm not a person who really pays attention to animation, so don't take my word on the animation as, good. I don't know what I'm looking at. I'm looking at colors, and when the colors move sometimes, and it looks, half decent, I'm happy. I know people hated Season 2's animation. I had no problem with it, because I don't really care about the animation if it has a good story. If it's just fighting, though, you have to have good animation, or I'm not going to enjoy it, because if you don't have a story, you gotta make up for it somehow. Luckily, ReZero has a story. Okay, part 2. The story of this episode. I think it was really done well. It was done well in the novel, and the anime did it really well. I will definitely say the anime did everything in a similar but a lot different way to how I imagined it in the book, but it's still pretty good. I'm glad they made the room green instead of keeping it white, because my eyes would have hated that if it was just pure white and then just them fighting. So I'm glad they did their the thing where they made it an outside terrain. The tower is a lot different than I thought it would be, but I'm glad it is, because otherwise it'd just be oh, there's a square in the wall. They go through the square and then there's stairs. So I'm really happy they didn't do what my brain thought in the novel, because that would have been so boring to look at. The story, though, was great. I love how they're showing Julius and Subaru's friendship, kinda. It's probably one of my favorite dynamics in the anime, other than Beatrice and Subaru, because they're just fun. I love Subaru and Julius's friendship and how it develops. They're like brothers, kinda, because they hate each other, but they also actually care about each other, which I really enjoy to see. And they also support each other. And I like how Subaru sees Julius going through the same I'm mad I got beat up and I suck at everything phase, and Subaru's I'm not letting you go through this alone, because Subaru's been through that pain, and that's really human. Because I have seen friends go through similar things that I've gone through, and when I see that, I'm no, you're not going through this alone, I'm helping you, which is very similar to what Subaru's doing for Julius right now. At least I think so. That's how I read it in the novel and saw this episode. Shaw is a great character. I know people are haha, you're a gooner because he's Charlotte. No, No, I read the novels first, okay? I loved her in the novels. I love her in this. She's a funny character. She's fun to see and be around. Like, I just like Shala. She's funny and she's fun to see in the story. I don't ship her with Subaru unless Subaru turns out to be Flugel, then I might. But until then, nah, I don't ship them because she loves Flugel, not Subaru. I do think Flugel and Subaru are the same person. I just don't. It's not confirmed, so I don't ship it yet. Because there's enough to say he is, but there's also tons saying he's not. So my review for that is that he right now inconclusive. I personally think he's Flugel, but people have different theories. Who knows? Maybe I'm Flugel. Heck, anyone can be Flugel. The metal pipe sound effect could be Flugel. The vine boom could be Flugel. Who knows? That teacher in second grade who you hated, that could be Flugel. You could have no idea. Let me think. What else? I like how Amelia was like, "Oh, I want to go up to the next room," and Subaru was like, "It's too dangerous," and everyone just agreed with him. I don't remember that in the novel, but I loved it in this episode, and I think it did happen in the novel. So I probably loved it in the novel too. What else is there to say? Because I probably should have wrote a script for this, but I didn't because I don't know. I'm lazy. I'll write you like a short story in like 3 days, but you want a script for a YouTube video I want to make? Hell no. It was a really good episode in my opinion, and I know some novel readers are gonna be like, "Oh, it's a terrible episode. Girl, they didn't do everything that we wanted." And yeah, but like guys, they're saving it for later in the season. The stuff that happens later on is way more important. So I think how it is fine. Though I do wish in the last episode, or maybe the episode before that, the episode where they were talking about the library and stuff, that Subaru and Amelia should have shared that moment about how Echidna's terrible. They really should have. Because that was a very character building moment, but that's in the past. It's not about this episode, so that doesn't matter. I think this episode resembled the novels nicely, and I think Subaru and Julius's friendship and the character building in this episode was really important and really good in my opinion. And I don't know, it felt really good. The fighting was really well done, and maybe it's just because I know what Raid does later, but I don't think I hate Raid as much watching the anime as I did in the novel. In the novel, like, at this point, I was like, I hate this man. I want him to die. Subaru, beat his ass. Get him. But, like, watching it, and maybe because I read the novels, I know what happens, but I'm like, looking at him, and I'm like, yeah, you're good. You need to be here. Okay. Anime onlys, again, yeah, this is for anime onlys. I hope you liked my review, and for the novel readers, I don't know what to tell you. Also, I don't read the web novel, I read the light novel, but yeah. For novel readers, I do reviews of the novels sometimes, maybe. Yeah, that's the end of this. I will review each episode. If there's any animes you want me to review that are currently airing, or even ones that are finished, tell me. And yeah, I will see you in the next one.